You're such an asshole.
I'm not doing it to be edgy. But sometimes the planets align. Like, do you remember? Okay, so the Voyager 1 and 2 satellites that they sent out, or drones, whatever, the planets literally did align. Like, once every 168 years, the planets will align that they could do a continual slingshot and send the Voyager spacecraft out to see all the planets. And so there was, like, if you read the documentary or watch it, they're like, we got to do this now. When someone pointed out, like, well, yeah, but this opportunity is coming in 3 years and it won't happen again until 2200 or whatever it was. Sometimes the planets align like that. And sometimes society is such a circus, that's what it is, that it's weird. You can slingshot several times. So I'm not doing it for sensationalism, but it is sensational. I didn't necessarily want to do this for profit, but it is going to be profitable. It is controversial and entertaining and philosophically stimulating. And there's some evil people that need to be called out. We just got to there is some emperors that need to be pointed out that the emperor has no clothes, and it's going to benefit well, me, but hopefully some kids going down in the future. Oh, but very minor, but I'm just pointing it out there for posterity. And if the thing that triggered this was, I don't know if you saw the video, but there was an Asian mom filming dropping a kid off at daycare. And I'm looking at this like, already, right off the bat, daycare is neglect. You had a kid you didn't have time to raise. It's neglect. It's a fact. You love your things. You love your materialism. You love yourself. You love your career more than your child. That is belied. That is made fact by your choice to drop the kid off at daycare. Now, occasionally, every once in a while, sure, mom and dad, whatever. All right. But do you guys not see the emperor has no clothes? How a lot of women in the country are demanding government financed daycare? Forget the fact that's theft and it's not your kid. Forget that. What does it tell you about their priorities? All right. They'll go and say, well, we can't survive a family without two incomes. Well, then you shouldn't have kids. And I would also argue that's BS. You can afford a family on one income. Go get my book, Poor Richard's Retirement. I also go through the numbers and the data a little bit, but 30 to 50% of you women out there would make more money staying at home with all the tax benefits. But I don't want to bother you with giving up your precious freaking career that you quite literally love more than your own damn children. And I'm sure if Caleb Hammer, who goes through and excoriates people when he looks at their budget, knock it off. You all love your SUV and your standards of living and your stuff. You love your stuff more than your own damn children. But not only is that fact belied, not only is it like, look at the action. The fact this gal filmed it and then posted it. What? The kid's a prop. And that's not that I'm even getting sick and tired. I'm not getting sick of it. I guess I am, but I'm not the bad guy here. Like, oh, won't someone please think of the children? I think I am. And I just want to tell people right now, right here, it is a fact. The emperor has no clothes. Daycare is neglect. It's neglect and poor financial planning on your part. Don't tell me you love your kids more than anything else in the world when you choose to go and work a job that if you did the financial planning, you wouldn't need to do it. And if you're like, no, we really can't have a kid without two incomes, then you shouldn't have a kid. Honest to God, listen to what I got to say. Listen to this. Kids need their moms and their dads. Is that controversial? I don't know if you could see that. I don't know. Is it controversial for me to say that kids need their moms and dads? Is that controversial? I know it's not controversial. It's a fact. It's a fact. Kid need the damn parents. But you need that SUV just a little bit more. And social media points apparently filming it. You need that master's degree. It's like, God almighty. Look, never wanted kids, right? Just never felt financially stable enough because I was smart enough not to, like, well, I guess I need daycare now. I got a vasectomy. I never want them anyway. I really just didn't. And I know I'm statistically odd that way. But then, the nieces and nephews start coming like, how can you like raising these things? These things are so cool. And admittedly, I'm in the capacity of uncle or funkle. Yeah, I come in. Hey, here's $20. Let's go get candy and ice cream and cake and go to the park. I know. It's not real parenting. I get it. But they're going to be going off to school someday, kindergarten. But when they're like a year and a half and walking, not really talking yet, but they got really important things to say to you, but they can't enunciate the words and they keep like, yeah, whatever you're talking about, kid, I understand. Yep. To 4 before you send them off to the prison. You're like, let's do this, let's do that. You're gonna go to a fucking office. You're gonna go to an office. You're gonna miss out on that shit and go to a goddamn office. You're despicable. You're neglecting your children. You're just horrible people. You're just horrible people. And when your kid grows up with whatever, the social anxiety disorder, ADHD, and knock it off. You contributed to it. The kids need their goddamn parents, not randos raising them at a government-financed institution. And you should feel bad. You should feel horrible. You're a despicable human being. Raise your goddamn kids. Is this going to be a controversial bit? Am I going to have comments down below, people defending not raising their kids? Am I going to have that? I want to see this. Who's going to defend Stalin? Who's going to defend Hitler? Let me hear. I want to hear. You tell me. Or you don't understand. No, you don't understand. Go ahead. You tell me I'm just this bad guy. It's just a couch. It's just a couch. Y'all should watch American Beauty. You really all should watch American Beauty. Now I'm going to profit off of this because we might as well. Link below is a course called The Dad You Never Had. If your parents dropped you off at daycare and outsourced the parenting to a bunch of randos, you might have some issues. So I got the course The Dad You Never Had because ain't no one got their dads anymore. And so if you were a latchkey kid, or you got dropped off at daycare, or you called your grandmother mom or nana, whatever, dumbass shit, might want to take that course. It's linked below. Any super chats? No super chats. Aztec. Oh, thanks, Aztec Patriarch. Where was it? Someone like yes, they are. Modern American parents are trash. They're horrible people. They're just horrible. Where was it? I missed it. Zaberi, was this? I find it ironic that women send away their kid to a daycare so that these women have the opportunity to work at a daycare so she can afford to send the child to get. Yes, I've made that point many times before. It's not all. I mean, say a woman works at an engineering firm. All right, she's not doing it. But if you look at a disproportionate percentage of women's jobs out there, is simply taking care of other women's children. Daycare, preschool, elementary school. So there literally is that circular existence of some women work jobs taking care of other women's children so they can pay the money to pay other women to take care of their children because they can't afford, they need to work a job to pay other women to take care of their children. And all you do in that, by the way, ladies, all you do in that is make mothering taxable. You just make it taxable. I'm sorry, is that sexist? Stay to fuck home and raise your kids? Whoa, what a heathen. I don't know why her child has all these mental problems. Oh, well, off to buy a handbag. La 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 la. Oh, look, my handbag. I love you, handbag. Oh, drop off little Jimmy at the daycare said, I can now get new Jimmy Choo shoes. Hey, Trisha. Hello, girls. Look at my new Jimmy Choo shoes. You drop your kid off at daycare? I sure did. That's it. See you guys later, Toodles.